When you hear the word process map, it can sound like something very complicated. Boxes, arrows, colors, and you might think it's only for big corporations. Let me reassure you, a process map is not a NASA diagram. It's simply a top-down view of your business. And here's a very important rule. If you can't draw how the work happens, you are not really in control of it. I'm Diana, a process optimization expert. And in this video, I'll show you how to start mapping processes so simply that you can do it on a napkin during your lunch break. A process map is the path your service or product takes from the very first contact to a happy customer. Why does visualizing it work? Because our brains process images much faster than text. When you draw a process or model it, in other words, something almost magical happens. For the first time, you clearly see where work is duplicated, where information disappears, and where the customer is waiting for no good reason. A process map does not create order automatically, but it does one critical important thing. It shows the truth. Step 1. The biggest beginner mistake is trying to map the entire company all at once. Stop. Don't do this. Choose one specific process. For example, the process of handling a new client inquiry. And now define just two things: the start, the trigger, what kicks off the process. For example, an incoming email, a phone call, or a website form. The end, when is the process considered complete? For example, a signed contract or a confirmed order. Everything that happens between those 2 points is your process. That is the team's work in action. Step 2. Now we do what I call honest mapping. Write down now not how it should work, but how it works today, with all the delays, interruptions, and chaos included. Use simple action steps. Inquiry is received, proposal is sent, confirmation is awaited, price is adjusted. I highly recommend using post-it notes. Why? Because once you start thinking in through, you'll want to move these things around. And trust me, you really will. Step 3. Now add responsibility to each step. Important. Write the rule, not the person's name. It should be sales manager, administrator, team leader, and define departments like sales department or administration. This is often where the aha moment happens. For example, one person handles 5 steps, and then on step 6, the director suddenly appears. And then the question becomes, does this decision really need the director? If the director's opinion or approval is needed, it often means the director simply wants visibility into what's happening and how information is being shared. And this is exactly where real process optimization begins. Step 4. Once the map on your wall starts to look logical, it's time to move it into a digital format. If you are just starting out, a simple Excel file or even Google drawing can be enough. The most important thing is not the tool. The most important thing is the mapping logic, and that the process map is visible to the whole team, not hidden in your drawer. Your first process map does not have to look perfect, and that is completely fine. Its goal is not aesthetics. Its goal is clarity. And in business, clarity very quickly turns into fewer mistakes, fewer questions, more time for the leader, and ultimately more profit. If you want not only to map processes, but also to learn how to analyze them professionally using global standards, you'll find the full step-by-step approach inside the Process Academy training. Subscribe to the channel and write in the comments which process in your company would you like to map first. I'll help you decide where to start.